Do you feel like, kind of touching back on, you being a Muslim, do you feel a certain responsibility to portray your religion in a certain way in films?
Mm, I think that I'm just, it's not, I'm a Muslim. This is not my religion. This is Allah religion. It's not my job to protect his religion. God can protect his own religion. I'm just here to display what I know. You could think it's right or you could think it's wrong. That's not for me to decide. It's not my job to make anybody do anything. So I'm not gonna make it look too good or too bad. I'm just gonna tell it how it is. God can protect his own religion. This not my religion, this his. So I don't feel like a extra added responsibility that I have to go above and beyond to make it more sugary than what it is. I just need to display it because at the end of the day, we all know people that go to jail, and jail is where you find us as at our worst state, right? We not in our best state. We go there and we not in our best state, right? And we go there and we in our worst state we find God. And majority people find Islam when they are in their worst state and they come home and they be productive citizens. I don't have to display because we all know Muslims. We all know somebody that's a Muslim and we know how they was before they was Muslim. So that right there is a testimony in they so I'm just here to to share my story and my viewpoint, but I'm not really trying to sugarcoat nothing or make it better than what it is. Cause like as a Muslim, I love Christians. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say they are brothers. Whether they like us not, or Jews like us or not, that's not really my job or my business to even care. I like you. Now, I might can't be who I want to be with you if you're not gonna respect me the same, but I'm not gonna not like you because that's my job to kind of big brother you, to protect you, and to stay out the way if I'm in your way, but help you every way I could.
You talked a little bit earlier, you said most people find Islam when they're kind of at their lowest point. Like we saw, like with Malcolm X, especially, like he was in prison,
Right.
and that's when he, found, the Nation of Islam. Is that kind of something that happened with you?
I was raised Muslim, right? I was Muslim when it wasn't cool to be Muslim. I was Muslim when I was the only one that I knew that was Muslim, like then. But I don't feel like jail is like the worst thing. I think jail is a turning point. If you look at Malcolm X, for an example, when he was 18, 19 years old, even in his early 20s, he wasn't a person that you would mimic your life behind. But if you're allowed to live, to experience life, you them same things that used to be like evil, right? When it's time for you to adjust to life in real life, you're gonna change. You're gonna be like, nah. And who is better to talk to the people but a person that's from the people? Like I could tell you that shooting guns is wrong, cause I used to shoot guns. Like you can't discredit me for that. Like if you want to get to my age, this the road you gotta take. That ain't it, bro. Like I'm not a square. I'm not weird. Like I'm just telling you, you can do what you want to do. It don't matter to me. But you can't say you didn't know. See, that's my job. I just want to make sure that you can't say I didn't know. Long as you was warned, and long as you was, then I did my job. Cause like a lot of us in my age category, we didn't we didn't know. It was a generation gap. It was like a lot of our older brothers and fathers, they was either dead or locked up. So it's when you got closer to 30, you thought you was just gonna fall off the map. It's like, what happened when you get to 30? It's like, oh, when you turn 30, it's like you just start self-sabotaging because you just thinking like life is gonna just fall off the map because you don't see no 30, 40-year-old guys that you deem is cool that is doing anything. You know what I'm saying? So like, but the dudes that's behind us, they have role models. They have people that's 30 and 40 years old that they can kind of mimic or not mimic. They have that. We didn't have that. So yeah.
Do you feel like with your films, do you always try to incorporate DC culture in your films?
It's DC or nothing right now with me because it's not no sense in me trying to reach out, trying to help no other people when my people need me. Like, I understand my people because I'm here and I'm still here and I'm around and I'm in the middle of, and I see that we are building and we growing. I got a strong team of all young dudes that's really got their head on straight. So like, um, DC is in a different place. It's like it's a lot of young dudes that really got their mind in the right place. Like they'll paint this picture that DC is just so rough and tough and rah rah, but this is a very small group of dudes that still trying to live that life for the most part. The young dudes, and I be everywhere. The young dudes, for the most part, is not with it. But who telling that story? Because if you listen to social media, you listen to like you going the analytics or whatever that is, they only show the negativity again. Like when what's going on, when you got a lot of young dudes that's out here leading protests. Like I'm talking about real life leading them. Like I really know some young dudes that's like young that be protesting and really be man fighting for different causes. It's like they don't get that much shine. So it's like who gonna tell them that story? You know what I'm saying? Instead of focusing on the negative, because that's the past to me. That's not where we're going no more. That's not even where we at for the most part. A lot of these young dudes got jobs, and some of them just lost, and they have parents who's gonna help them. We didn't really have the same kind of help. No disrespect to like what we didn't have what they have, right? So the story that need to be told these days is a little different. And so that's the stories that I'm trying to focus on, not putting young dudes in a place where they feel like they need to be a gangster to be cool or dope, because that's not where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't feel like that's where we at as a people here anymore. I think we outgrown that.